You are listening to NUFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army. Live daily on the website, on YouTube, on the AB, and on every online radio directory. NUFC Talk, the voice of the Toon Army.
The voice of the Toon Army, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Boy, oh boy, what can we say? What can we say? Newcastle United implodes tonight. We are eliminated. Newcastle United eliminated from eliminated from you know where, the FA Cup. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Don't forget to smash the like button. Welcome to NUFC Talk, and help the channel grow. Again, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member if you can. Newcastle United implodes. How does it happen? How did it happen? What is going on? What is going on? Somebody explain to me. It was great. It was going amazing. We were scoring against Man City. We were at home. We were having a good time. It's about controlling the game. And I do understand that we play against somebody. So we were playing against a team. So I understand that we're not by ourselves. I understand that. How do we make it to where it almost feels, it's not this way, by the way, but it feels like it's on purpose to a certain extent. Like we just do it. We implode multiple times this season, let alone tonight against this team. Well, you're going to get a chance to have your say, don't worry. But I think that it's just it attests to what we've been dealing with all season. This is just the type of game that we've been dealing with all season. Once again, getting eliminated now from another tournament by Man City from the Carabao Cup, and now again in the FA Cup, Newcastle United being decimated by this team away home. It doesn't even matter. That's why when you make analysis, when you make a when you have a conversation, when you have a debate with people, this notion that at home everything is brilliant, the fans, the atmosphere, all of that, it's not enough. It's not enough anymore. It hasn't been enough. Last year, this year, it's not enough. We don't play this notion. Some people have stopped, by the way, saying that we only play bad away, and that's the problem. We're never good away, and we need to become better. But we come at home, we handle business. No, we don't. That's a myth. That's a myth. And fans were up for it tonight. It was under the lights. Under the lights. Remember Mighty Win? Under the lights.
Proves it.
Under the lights. For what? It's irrelevant. If the team doesn't give the fans something to cheer for or chant for or fight for, then it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The players still need to go out there and perform. And we certainly do not do that. The manager is fixated with Voltemara being at midfield. He keeps trying. And we've told Eddie Howe, try new things, man. Do it. But the problem with Eddie is he gets fixated on things. He got fixated on the 4-3-3, never changed it. When he changed it, he got fixated on something else. Voltemara midfielder now. He that's all he does. That's all he plays. How come playing him where he actually is supposed to play? How come not playing him right there is a number 9? It's a 4-2-3-1, giving him support with a 10. You put in Wissa, and I thought, there we go. This is looking better already, although we're knackered. We're out. But I'm saying, hey, listen, Wissa and Voltemara up front. Let's do that. Let's try it out. No, Voltemara midfielder. Voltemara's in midfield. We are lost. We are lost. And and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know, because he does things that you feel this is going to change. He has to change it, right? But he continues. So unfortunately, sometimes I do agree with the bedwetters, because there's no other option other than for him to be sacked, because he doesn't change things up. He doesn't change it. It's the same thing all the time. So you would think, I like this guy. I don't want him to be sacked. He's given us a fresh trophy in so long. I don't want him gone. But he doesn't change it. He makes changes that make no sense. And they still don't work game after game after game, and nothing happens. Right? But I'm also sick of some of these players because they don't perform good. They're no good. They're no good. Joe Willock is so bad. He'll have a good game here and there, and people think he's back. And oh my God, Joe Willock is playing amazing. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Stop lying to yourselves. I keep telling fans all the time, stop trying to cover the sun with one finger. You can't. You can try, but you can't. It's not real. It's not real. Stop trying to lie to yourselves. Joe Willock is no good. To be honest, I don't even know who on the bench is good to change this team around. But the manager is not helping himself out either because he's clearly making decisions that make zero sense. You'll be able to call and have your say, so don't you worry. Give us a second. But let me get this out of my system, by the way. I haven't talked all day. Let me get this out of my system. Let me vent my spleen, my liver, more or less, at this point. I mean, because this is blasphemy. Blasphemy. Playing Voltemara is a midfielder. Sandro Tonali, thank goodness he plays for us. I don't know how long, by the way. I don't know how long he'll stay in this mess. But thank you, Sandro Tonali, for being an amazing player and trying to do something, But at some point, even the plumber in the Titanic failed. Even the plumber in the Titanic failed at some point. So, listen, I don't know. But thank you, Tonali, for being here. Joe Linton didn't play. And we get into the arguments here. Joe Linton is going to be on the bench because Voltemara is going to be on now, and we're going to give Voltemara a minute. What? What? Blasphemy. Once again. It's blasphemy. Sacrilege. What does Voltemara and Joe Linton have to do with? They're not the same thing. But that's how now fans are starting to think. The Voltemara now is coming in here, so he gives Joe Linton rest. Excuse me? Excuse me? When did this happen? Voltemara is not a midfielder. He will never be. He will never be. If you told Voltemara, we're going to sign you for $69 million, we're going to pay you pretty good, but you're going to be a midfielder now. You're not going to be a center forward because, you're scoring too many goals in Germany. We don't want that. We want you to be a midfielder. He would have never came. He would have never came. That's not what he does. Somebody's got to fix this. Somebody has to fix this madness. Somebody, please, I beg somebody in that team, have mercy on this kid. They keep playing him as a midfielder. Somebody show some type of mercy on Voltemara, please. But that's just one issue. That's just one issue because we're knackered. We're knackered. We play good, and I feel like, wow, this is great. And then just downhill. 20 minutes, that's how long it lasts. Another lead given away. Anyways, call us now and have your say. Thank you very much. Listen, that's my rent, isn't it? I mean, the phone line is open now. Call us now, have your say. 0191-916-8864. I do want to hear from all Newcastle United fans. What can I do? I'm knackered, man. I'm knackered. I'm sorry. But I have to vent. I have to vent because I see I'm already looking at it. The timeline, Voltemara in midfield. They put this big guy on there, this overweight, obese guy playing some type of, charity match. And they say this is Voltemara in midfield for Newcastle United. You see, fans taking the P already. Fans taking the P already when the kid, what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? I don't understand. But we got Chris calling us from London now. Chris, how are you?
Hello, mate.
Chris, for some reason I don't hear you. Let me see.
I try to call it a display, mate, but I don't think you can call it that.
Oh, there we go. How are you? I hear you now. Go on, mate. Sorry about that.
Yeah, mate, what do you think of the display?
What do I think about the display, you mean?
Yeah, because I'm not, like I said to you, remember when we spoke after the last game we had? Obviously it was a nice shiny win and the team looked like they were working their ass off. But today, after
what's your language,
45 minutes, didn't look like the team even wanted to play football.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm telling you, it looks deliberate. Which, I mean, I'm going to say that Chris, it's not deliberate, clearly, but it looks deliberate.
For about 4 seasons.
Well, I don't know about 4 seasons.
You remember? 4 years ago we had that title. We had Villa, Brighton, and there was a load of teams at the beginning of the season. And this like last season and the season before, we've had periods where players are down tools during certain games during the season. And at the moment, mate, it's not only think it's down tools. I just think that we've had the players too long, and the manager's hasn't got a Scooby-Doo what to do anymore. And even if you told him he could get new staff, if Tyndall left, he'd leave.
Well, first of all, there you go. It's never gonna happen. So it's not gonna happen. He's got his team. It's odd. It's odd. I mean, the greatest managers have switched around. He won't do it. I don't even think he thinks about that type of stuff. And
no, I don't, mate. Because if you remember, when Celtic offered him the job, he was going to go to Celtic, but they told him he couldn't bring Jason Tyndall and his nephew, so therefore he turned down the Celtic job.
I've heard about that. No doubt about it. I've heard about it.
My mates, a lot of my mates are Scottish because obviously being born up north, most of the people I hang around with are Scottish people, Northerners, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I live down here, because a lot of my mates, because our parents are in the army together, a lot of my northern mates that I was born as a kid, they live down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and to be fair, it could be that way, mate, because the fact is, Graham Jones shouldn't be there anymore. I'm sorry, he was there to see over a transition of a new manager. Right, that's what we kept him on for, because there wasn't another. When Bruce was sacked, we needed someone to be there that knew how things ran. He should be gone. Because I don't know which one he is. If he's the attacking coach, which I think he is, then I'm sorry, sack him. Because his team doesn't even know how to put enough passes together to score goals.
Well, I mean, there's nothing. I don't have no type of argument. Listen, I don't like. The thing is, I want to sit here and say, I like the bloke, and I don't want him to be sacked. But what other solution is there? Because there is nothing. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. I'm not going to say that.
Point, mate, because it's old saying, isn't it? How many times can you bash your head against the wall and think that there's going to be another result that ain't the same as hurting yourself? And at the moment, it's like, we are, Chris, and you can admit to this, we are a 1 in 7 team. Like lately, even people are saying on the internet, we literally win 1 game a month, and the fans accept that, to actually win 1 game a month. So it's like, we'll go on this massive drought of losing games, and then we got the result we got against Man United, and then we lose. And I'm not uncensored about Tuesday, mate, because I'm sorry, if Doku and that other winger, Savinho, who are Man City's worst wingers, can rip us apart, what do you think Rafinha, Lamau, and all that lot are going to do to us on Tuesday?
Well, listen, that's going to be, that's a 2-leg thing. So, but that still could be, that still could be very much one that game could eliminate us already. This one that's at James's Park coming up. Because if
all you have to do is watch Man City's videotapes. Every time we played them, they've done the same frinkers. Yeah. They've run down the left wing, the guy has hit the ball across the face of goal, and no defender's looking exactly where the ball's coming from, and Mamouche is sat there tapping it in at the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
ain't the first game. So when we played them in the league, the same thing happened.
No, of course.
They're literally doing the same DNA. Like, I used to think when I was a kid, I played Football Manager, the whole idea of setting up a tactic is so you block the passing lanes. Now, City did that against us. We didn't seem to figure out how to do that. Mate, you know as well as I do, you go 1 goal down, and manager's supposed to learn how the other team is playing during the game. We didn't learn a damn thing during this game. No. All we learned was to bend over and pull our pants down.
Well, we clearly...
That's all we learned.
We clearly didn't. And thank you for the super chat there. Instant Irish, the Toon Assassin says, insanity doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Walter Mudd in midfield.
That's the big, Chris.
No Gordon.
You've got a lot of passion, yeah?
No Gordon, no Pace, hold to right back. Crazy again. Thank you, Irish.
I'll give them time.
Sorry about the go. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you've got a lot of passion for this club, but there are some people that are deluded because they love the club so much that for them, when Eddie came in, it was like a saving grace.
Well, it
was.
I think
that's what the issue is. Because of how bad we were, the new norm was Eddie, and then I think they're too panicking and paranoid to think that another manager could do better.
But for example,
fact is there are managers out there that could do better.
Yeah. Listen, I don't disagree with anything you're saying right now. So, I mean, we're on the same page.
Mate, I will be watching the game on Tuesday because it's on Amazon Prime, so people get it if they got Amazon. But that's the first game's next Tuesday, so this Tuesday coming up, I'll be watching it, mate.
Yeah.
But like today, when we went 1-0 up, do you know what come in my head? It wasn't that we're going to win, it was how long until they score.
Mm-hmm.
And that's bad as me as a fan, but this is what we've expected all season. We are the team that can score and lose. How many games is it 18 points now from winning positions we've lost?
Oh my God, no, I don't even know.
You know what I mean? Like,
something crazy.
We really are like on the form table in the Premier League. I think we are just above Tottenham. Yeah. We are 19th.
Yeah.
Something has to change, mate. And if people don't like it or not, it's a choice. Put up with the same mind-numbing thing, and then most of you have a heart attack from putting up with it, or take a leap of faith and let the fans push the CEO to do something. Because at some point, we can't just sit back here and expect that guy to put tickets up by 5%, disabled tickets up by 25%,
as well.
And then watch the same old hash on the pitch.
Yeah. Chris.
Because, Chris, when the guy said, listen to this, right? The guy said that the reason why they were using the money is because they needed new TVs in the stadium. Well, that don't come down for us. That's down to the owners. That's FFP, isn't it? It don't put anything towards the stadium or training ground. Why are we paying for it?
Yeah, well, there you go. That's a good conversation to have. But I got to let you go, mate, because there's a lot of people calling.
That's the point. They use excuses.
Yeah. I do have a lot of calls on the line, mate. Thank you very much.
No, that's fine, mate. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, mate. I'm just going to go try to dreadfully watch the highlights again.
See you, mate. Take care. That was Chris from London calling us again. Call us now, however you say, folks. 0191-916-8864. Thank you, Irish Student Assassin. You know, I got a challenge for the fans that believe Eddie Howe needs to stay no matter what, right? I want to know from you. So what you can do for me, if you can, there's a lot of comments going through, but if you can, super chat and explain to me why would there. I'm not saying I'm out. Well, I said it a long time ago I was out because I don't think it can change. However, I'm saying convince somebody that's on the verge, you know, because you can't really say that, you know, he'll figure it out, he will change because he's not. And I see a comment here from DX talking about it's annoying, but we're not on this level. Who expects us to be on this level? Nobody's speaking of us to be on this level or level of beating Man City or winning the Premier League or the Champions League. Nobody's asking for that. But we imploded once again. We imploded once again. So what is the argument? That we're just playing against horrible teams? I mean, you're saying lose to Bournemouth, Sunderland would be a bigger issue. Well, we have lost playing horrific against Sunderland, against Brentford. And people still can maintain that narrative that everything is fine. So, are we going to have to wait now for the Maccabees to beat us next after Barcelona? I believe. No, that we got Chelsea and then Sunderland. So, are we going to wait for that? I don't know. Feels like the deadline keeps moving from time to time here. Jordan calling us. Jordan, how are you?
I don't even know what to say, to be honest.
You're knackered.
I am serious. Not very happy with Eddie at all, to be honest. I think it's time that the CEO speaks to him and says, right, this is it. Yeah, either get more wins or you're out. Simple as that.
But I mean, why? He's not changing this. I mean, I don't understand why do you think he keeps playing Voldemort? He must believe truly, because I have refused to believe that he's daft, unless you guys think otherwise on the live chat. But I mean, why does he keep playing Voldemort as a midfielder? I mean, he's not a 10. He's not playing as a 10. So I don't want to hear this. No? He's playing as a 10 type thing. He's not playing as a 10. He's playing as a DM sometimes. I saw him as a center back. Jordan, it's a center back. Somebody help me out because I'm devastated at this moment.
It's ridiculous. It is. I mean, like, I watched it and I thought, I am not watching this anymore. So I went on my computer and I just thought, you know what? I haven't even got any hope for Tuesday, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Against Barcelona, I think it's going to be the worst bloody game I've ever watched in my entire life.
Well, it might be, but we don't know. We never know. I mean, with this Newcastle team, things can change. I mean, I don't know when the last time we actually had a proper performance against a big team. I mean, you talk about Man United, but Man United being a team, but they have been poor, and of course celebrating the Carrick's acquisition. But maybe that's the one. We had a great performance against Man United with 10 men.
Yeah.
So what changes? What changes?
I mean, I looked at the team lineup and I thought, well, he has changed a few things, and I thought, well, it's hard because Man City are a good side. I'm going to say that because they are very good.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that.
In the first half, we played perfect. Second half, it was just all Man City, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the substitutions could have come sooner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Alanga, because he was
that was horrific. Rubbish. I mean, rubbish for real. Like,
I mean, even if I know obviously Tino Livanendo's back now, so hopefully that will help the team, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I think the formation as well, 4-2-3-1, I think.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Well, I mean, no. Listen, I want the 4-2-3-1. I don't think there's an issue with that. I think it's an issue playing players out of position. But listen, Jordan, thank you, man. I gotta let you go. A lot of people are trying to call now, buddy. So
all right.
Take care. Have a good one, and I hope you're all right. All right. Cheers, mate. Call us now and have your say, folks. 0191-916-8864. We do got a super chat there. A lot of comments scrolling through. So give us a shout and see what would you like to say. Key issue all year is that 451. Our line has regressed several meters. The data doesn't lie. Eddie is too slow to learn from his mistakes, says Sam. Thank you very much, Sam, for that kind super chat. Please feel free. You can super chat now. Have your say, of course, highlighted if you don't want to call in, but also help the channel as much as you can. Thank you, Gav House, for becoming a member as well. That goes a long way, and you'll be able to enjoy exclusive content here on NUFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army, ladies and gents. Thank you very much, all of you out there on Toonland, supporting the channel, of course, making sure that we don't miss any super chats there. And I see a lot of comments there. Animal Lecter, he was lucky with Joe Linton midfield. He was desperate, so he played him. He played him there, and he was brilliant. Everyone thought it was Eddie, and it wasn't. Now he thinks he can do the same with Walter Mata. Well, I mean, he can't. They're not the same, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating beyond belief. I don't like him, man. I don't understand why he doesn't change. Why doesn't he change? I don't like Ramsdale and Tonali laughing with Pep after the game. Well, that's not a good look. I didn't see that particular, but if it's true what you say, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. Not at all. I mean, what are you on about? You just got eliminated. And that's the problem with some of these players. Listen, you're telling me that Pep is laughing with Tonali and Ramsdale after the game. That's blasphemy. Once again, you can't do that. You just lost and got eliminated. What are you laughing about? I don't even want to see you exchange shirts with anybody. What are you on about? You cannot do that. It's dumb. Robert, calling us from London. Robert, how are you?
Well, tomorrow is my birthday.
Well, that's you knackered.
And I have just watched 90 minutes of appalling football from Newcastle. From seeing us against Man United when we were down to 10 men, I saw us scoring a wicked goal, to watching that dross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the thing. I've said it before in this channel. I've said it to you before on the phone. Eddie Howe is our Mark Hughes for Man City.
Think that
we need to change from Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, great job, but it's time to go. I said it before and I'll say it again. He needs to leave in the summer. We need to bring in a manager who will win us things. If Newcastle want to do a 5-year plan, 2030, compete for the league, Eddie Howe is not that guy. Jason Tyndall is not that guy. I mean, in all fairness, do you really think other managers will do what Eddie Howe did today with the lineup, playing Walter Maida in midfield?
Well, that's the biggest topic of discussion. I mean, I don't think so, no. I mean, that's just the bottom line.
I mean, Walter Maida is not a midfielder.
Right.
I personally, tonight, I would have done 4-4-2. Osula and Walter Maida up front. Alanga, Barnes. You've got Willock and Toon Army in midfield. You then got the back four. But I know what, well, let's just keep to the 4-3-3 system because it's done so well for us this season, hasn't it? I mean, I've been listening to the show and I agree with every single call you've had. I'm appalled with Eddie Howe. And I joined you guys before and you asked me, would I beat Eddie Howe in if we beat Sunderland? No, I still wouldn't. Like Eddie Howe, yes, he's done a great job for us, but everything needs to change. The manager needs to change. Several players need to leave that team. Joe Willock needs to go. Alanga, appalling business. And I'm going to give him probably another season too early to give my verdict. Truly. Wissa, you were playing for Brentford and you come to us and you've been appalling. Walter Maida, I'll give him another season because he's a young player. I mean, other players in the team, it's just ridiculous. I mean, Lewis Hall, once again, was probably our best player tonight with Tonali.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally see it. Lewis Hall, Chow and Tonali have probably been our best three players this season. And also Bruno Guimaraes, but Bruno's injured for the time being. This Tuesday, we play Barcelona. The day after, I've got a football tournament with people from work. So yeah, I'm just having a wonderful time lately. I'm loving... The only thing that's literally keeping me smiling is my family, to be fair, and also my birthday spa. But honestly, Eddie Howe needs to leave in the summer. Everyone needs to leave with him. And we literally do need to rebuild the squad because today was just appalling. I'm not happy. You can hear my voice. I'm not happy.
No, nobody is, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a poor situation right now, getting eliminated again out of a big tournament. Of course, you talk if people put it, but you got eliminated by City, so it's not a big deal. I said, of course it's a big deal. How you do things is always a big deal. And why did we have to implode? We were up 1-0. Why the need to give them the ball? We were attacking. This high press nonsense wasn't even there. We were attacking. We were controlling the game, and we just gave it up. I don't know who's at fault here, but somebody's at fault. So I don't understand it.
It felt like we went 1-0 up, and every single player was like, you know what, let's just turn off. You know what, let's just turn off and let's just get ready for Barcelona. No. We want to win trophies in this club. The fans want to win trophies.
That's true.
If you don't want to win trophies for Newcastle,
you're in the wrong place.
Yeah, I'm not going to swear because that's not how I do things. Get out. If you don't want to win trophies for Newcastle, get out of the club. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I want players to come to Newcastle to win trophies.
Yeah.
If you don't want to win trophies, there's a certain man playing for a team in red. Go and join him. I don't care.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
And you know what? I'm gonna go because I feel like I'm on a rant.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Rant, I will start cursing, and I don't want to do that.
No, you can't do that. Anyway, Robert, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Take care.
See you later, guys.
See you, buddy. Call us now and have your say, folks. I want all Newcastle United to call us now. We're live on radio in DAB and Newcastle, on DAB in Newcastle and Gateshead. So people in the tune driving around, they can listen to us right now. So if you are out there watching, by the way, if you live in Newcastle, you can tune in. All you got to do is look for DAB on your DAB radio. look for NUFC Talk Radio, and you'll find us there giving you coverage of Newcastle United. Thank you very much, all of you out there. Smash the like button. Do us that favor, please. Remember that you can super chat, help the channel grow if you want to do it in that way. Become a member, very important to help the channel that way, or gift memberships away to somebody else if you're already a member. So thank you very much for that. I think D-Man was asking a question. Chris, do you agree with this? Interesting to know your view, as this can't keep happening. About this game, I've already ranted in the opening of the show, and it's blasphemy. It's blasphemy, literally blasphemy. I've seen Walter Mata as a center back tonight. The more he plays in this role, I don't even know what the role is. The farther back he goes. Next time you're gonna see Ramsdale telling them, "Mate, get out of my box. Get out of the under the 3 sticks, man, because you're not supposed to be here." We're this close for that to happen. I mean, it's insane at this moment, and it's not the kid's fault. It's not the kid's fault. Somebody is putting them in that position. So I want to hear from all fans. If you defend Eddie Howe, if you maintain your backing of Eddie Howe, call me right now. Call me right now and have your say. I want to know your take on this particular game. I do, because it is very, very alarming, to say the least, what's going on with the Toon. And I'm sad to say it, but I mean, the thing is, we play good games. You know, we have good performances. Matter of fact, tonight it was good for a good part of it. And then it feels, I'm not saying it is, but it feels as if we just give up. It feels deliberate at times, you know, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why, because you can say that we're playing against a very, very tough team, right? You can say that, but not the way we've imploded. Surely, you cannot give up on yourself. That cannot be. I just don't believe that. We're that bad. That literally, all City had to do was looked at us. They looked at us with an attitude, and we just gave him the ball. My bad. How dare I score and be up on an eliminating tie for the FA Cup? How dare we? We just gave up on it. And I just can't take that. I can't take it, man. I cannot take it. So let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Epic NUFC there. Same crap, different day. How tactics. I am done with him. Why do defenders sit off when tracking like scared to put a tackle in, regardless where on the pitch? Well, that's right there. The thoughts of Epic NUFC. We do have a caller now, Sean from County Durham. Sean, I got your videos, man. We're gonna upload those as soon as we can. But I want to know your opinion. Thank you very much for that, by the way. And Sean is giving us something to give away for members. Some cool pictures of Alan Shearer, by the way. So stay tuned. But Sean, you went to the game. What did you see tonight?
Well, obviously, I did some talking with the fans. You did. And, you know, when Wayne's saying that there's a lot of people that still believe Eddie Howe is the man to take us. Right. I've got that tonight. I was interviewing a lot of them. A lot of them are saying that we need to spend in the summer. It's the old system and bring in some new players that can play our system. I had a gentleman that said he's been probably our best manager that we've had in a long time. And he needs time still. And I asked them, well, if we did sack Eddie Howe, who would you want in? And they're saying, nobody. It's Eddie Howe.
So that's very much the sentiment around St. James's Park then. That Eddie Howe needs to maintain stay. Some of these are the same fans that booed him the other day. So I mean, I'm not sure how long, but it speaks volumes if they're saying that after this type of elimination tonight. Thank you, Boki, for the super chat. Says Win Tina Lisa's Park drinking 24/7, saying it's okay. There you go. 2020 drinking 2020, saying it's okay. Yeah, I don't know where Win is at. Of course, hiding, because that's what he does. He hides when we lose like this. He goes and hides. It's just simple. It's just the attitude all the time from him. But you know, it is what it is. You know, he's older anyway, so you know. I mean, he knows he's going to get decimated when he comes on here after a tough defeat like this, and he doesn't want to put up with it. You know. But Sean, I mean, what did you see in this particular game that you didn't like or liked, if there's anything?
See, I thought we started off great. Absolutely thought we started off really great. And then it was just absolutely awful. Like, you know, it's like Nick, I don't even know where he wants to play him. He's playing everywhere. Like, you know, I feel sorry for the kid because he has got potential. But I think Eddie Howe is going to waste that potential on a player.
Right.
Which, you know, obviously Gordon, you know what I mean? He should have played Gordon. You know what I mean? I feel William Masuda, yes, he deserved his place. He did deserve to get the start, which, you know, because of what he did against Man United. But, you know, maybe he should have been playing on the right wing, like some of the fans were saying. Put him on the right wing, use his pace, get him behind. But I do agree with the gentleman who phoned in about Alanga. It's shocking business, really shocking.
Yeah.
You know, I feel. But you see, the thing is, you see, Eddie Howe wanted Alanga. Went from last season, didn't get him, and he went for him again. Do you know what I mean? We're going for players that we're going for. We're not actually going for any new players, or we were just going for Eddie Howe's same players over and over. Which I do believe, I think we're still a Bournemouth 2.0. Just more improved.
Dang, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. But we do, ladies and gents, have the mighty win in the house. There you go. Mighty Win is in the house, ladies and gents. He's showing up to face the music late because he knows that the wrath comes in the beginning. And of course, right now, he's just simmering down. He was that naive. I'm going to assume, by the way, he was that naive that he thought we were going to come back. So he'll just say, you know what, I'll just stay. He thought we were going to come back in the last 5 minutes. He ain't got a clue. It's just that simple. But Win, go ahead and welcome and say your piece, I guess.
Well, we got beat off Man City. You know,
Win. If you want to go around Newcastle and get chinned, continue the speech. But if you rather have a peaceful life going on around the Toon, I suggest you change your narrative.
I've had to walk halfway through the Town to get back here.
Because you're about to say that we got beat on My City. Like, seriously, I'm not going to protect you from what's about to happen. So,
well, I'm just telling you the facts. Yet again, hyperbole. We've lost a game against Man City. You know, the best team this country's produced since Fergie. You know, big deal.
Are you serious?
Big deal. Seriously,
this is exactly.
Yeah, and I
you really think like this?
In the taxi, I just got in the taxi before. I've literally just shot in. And as sorry, is that Sean that's on the line now?
Yeah, that's Sean.
It is.
Yeah,
all right, Wayne.
And he's saying exactly what the Town are saying. That's you know that this Eddie out sentiment does not reverberate around the Toon. It's as simple as that. And I could walk around the Toon all night
but
and say
again,
I don't want Eddie out, and not a thing would happen to me.
See, I spoke to a few fans, like I said before. A lot of them are still want Eddie in.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that's a fair assessment.
That still doesn't mean that you can't criticize him. And you're saying he got booed. No. He got booed. Yeah, you can boo him and still not want him out.
Right, but you came here after us imploding tonight, and you're talking about we got beat off Man City instead of criticizing what you saw. So that's the problem. You understand? You understand how that works? Your priorities are absolutely below par.
Who am I criticizing now? I mean,
whoever you want to criticize, but you came in here almost celebrating that we got beat by Man City. That's almost celebrating. That's what it felt like.
There's nobody celebrating here, Bunny lad. Nobody celebrating here at all.
Yeah.
I do think some of the players aren't playing for Eddie Howe, though. I do think that.
But that's the thing that he doesn't get. That's the part that he doesn't get. That these players are not going to want to stay around under this nonsense. But he's fine with Eddie Howe in there. We'll be what are we right now? 13th, 14th, somewhere around there. He'll come here and say things could be worse. Look at Tottenham. That's the type of mentality that some of these people of this species have. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if he's a human being anymore. Because I think this is some weird species out there.
Let's find a word for that. Let's call it, I don't know, realism.
But my realism is, my biggest fear is when it comes to the summer, how many players are going to be one away. I can see Toon Army not wanting to stay. Because they're going to want Champions League football. These players, like Bruno, Toon Army, Chow, they're all going to want Champions League football. Not a relegation battle.
Is a lot of people think they're all good enough to play Champions League football. Did they show that tonight?
The proper ones did.
No.
The proper ones did. Who cares about Joe Willock? We should have sold him a long time ago. Who cares about if he wants to stay or not?
Well, but there's a lot of dead wood in that club that should be gone.
And I care about Tonali. Anyway, Sean, I got to let you go back because we got a lot of people calling.
Yep.
But take care, buddy. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon.
By all accounts,
call us down.
By all accounts, Tonali said he wants to be in the leadership group. I don't think that would be a bad thing, but that doesn't sound to me like somebody who wants away. If he wants to be involved in the leadership group. Hello.
But anyway, we got Andy Bell calling. Andy, how are you, bud? What's your thoughts?
Hello, Chris. How Win. How everybody? My thought process was one thing until I started listening to the reaction show, and then all of a sudden we're having meltdowns because Tonali's getting hugged off Pep Guardiola, which I don't like to see either. I will say that. I do not like to see players losing a game and being happy with the manager. Yes, take his embrace. But I think we're a little bit in the point of overreacting. And I know, Chris, that you're on it about Eddie Howe, and I totally agree. But we could be having a great season at this point and still get beat off this Man City team 3-1 in a cup game. We started really well. We got a goal. We could have had another one as well. The problem is that we're doing the same things as that we've done continuously all season. We cannot keep a lead. And unfortunately, this is why we're 13th, 14th in the league. We can't keep a lead. I'm of the opinion that if Trippier's not playing this game, and then, look, he didn't have a bad game, but if you look at where the goals came from, 2 crosses into the box, 2 defenders, 2 strikers standing at the back post unmarked, just let the ball hit them twice. One takes a touch and knocks it in, the other one just lets the ball touch them. That's unforgivable, really. 1's unforgivable, 2 is just criminal.
Yeah, but do you blame Trips for that? Or do you blame what's going on in the
box?
Do you blame Trips? Yes, in Trips. Do you blame Trips for the fact that the ball came in the box? Or do you say when it goes in the box?
The first one when I think Lewis Hall's really unlucky. He tries to clear it and he misses it. The second one, I think there's more blame on Trippier because he's too high earlier up in the play. Look, it's not his fault. There's blame on his side. We're midfield today. When Voldemort is defending, I'm sorry.
But hang on, the first goal.
Media.
The first goal, it was
there. The big thing on social media, Win. Let's get it. Let's get it honest. Let's address it. Right. You've got True Geordie coming to Voldemort's defence, saying he's the best thing since sliced bread. You've got other people saying that he's awful. He's not a 9. He's not a 10. The ultimate fact is he's not been played in his position. We don't know what his position is in this team, regardless of what his best position is as an actual footballer. That's still got to be decided in this team.
He's a striker, man.
The problem that we've got is when he's in the middle, we've got people that are able to cover so much ground, and he stands out like such a sore thumb when he's trying to get around. We nearly conceded before we scored from him losing the ball, not being strong enough on the ball. I think it was Savinho put ball wide. They looked at a penalty, could have potentially been a penalty on another day. That's all because he cannot just hold his ground on the ball. He's no good in the middle of the pitch, but then we're finding that he's also not great as a 9 in this team. I'm not saying he's not great as a 9 in a different team. That's not my point. But we need to stop trying to shoehorn players into positions that they don't fit into.
Well, I agree. We got a super chat from Luca. Luca, I understand the frustration, but we can't put Eddie on the spot always. Half of players perform terribly, getting minutes, rotation. They just can't perform. Too low blood pressure on the half of them for St. James's Park. Appreciate you for the super chat, mate. Thank you very much, by the way, Luca. The thing is, you got to stop playing players out of position. And you're playing Voltemara. It's a midfielder. Center back, I saw him tonight, by the way, a few times, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Then you are losing our best striker, and you are losing a midfielder. You are playing, it's a liability. It's a disability on the pitch. So, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm not going to argue with you about football because we already know what it is. But any sane person can see that this is trash. And the fact is, it doesn't change. It doesn't.
The evidence
change.
doesn't lie, Chris. The evidence does not lie. The moments when we're vulnerable, there is players in this team that are not willing to pass the ball to Voldemort when he's got two behind him. When we are gambling to go counter attacking, they are rather than go short of him and play, they are playing a 40-yard pass to bypass him because they're not convinced that he's going to keep a hold of the ball. And they know if they gamble and go beyond him, they're going to end up having to probably track back 30 yards. Just watch the game. It's staring you in the face.
And why won't he change it? That's the question. Why will he continue it? Why will he bring Wissa on? And I thought this is amazing because maybe we'll get a goal here. Wissa and Voltemara up front. Let's try it. No, Voltemara is still in midfield. Not a 10. Not as a 10. A 10 is not a midfielder. He's in midfield.
He strike from distance sums him up. His strike from distance sums him up. He's scooping the ball from under his feet. He's trying to curl it in the top. He had quite a bit of time to make sure he either puts his laces through that or he sticks it in the top corner. And he does neither. Now, you telling me that that's a £70 million striker?
Play him as a striker. There's no striker, Andy Bale, that performed this season playing in a 4-3-3. None. Not a single one. No. I'm sorry. There's not a single striker this season that has performed under the 4-3-3, right? Gordon seemed like he woke up for 2 games and then is still back rubbish again. And that's the 4-2-3-1 with a 10. Has he ever tried to put Voltemara as a striker with support in the 10th position? Has he ever tried to do that? No. So we don't know.
I think he might have for 10 minutes against the team earlier on, but I mean, what's 10 minutes?
It's not much. And he scored against in that Villa game where we sort of did something similar to that. It's a striker there. So the kid has a lot of talent. Let's stop scapegoating him, right? Thank you, Queen of Heart, there for the super chat. Says, how is that performance acceptable at this point in the season? Where you find happy clapping in the tune, you will find those who want Howe gone at the same time. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you for calling, mate. Thank you.
Not a problem. I will say just one thing, guys.
Yep.
Before I go, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We are dealing with a team that's able to take Foden, Cherky, and Semenyo off the bench. So let's really not get too ahead of ourselves in the drains and get down. We could be on a massive run of form here, like we were at this time last season, winning games, and still lose this game.
But we're not. For me,
the problem is it's the pattern, isn't it, Chris? When you agree, we start well. And then the second half, just there's no 60 minutes of constant level. It's 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Then we're shite for 60 minutes, and then we're fine for 10 minutes. We need to address that, otherwise, unfortunately for me, we're not even going to get top off. Hang on. If we get knocked out the Champions League, which is likely, we might be able to rescue top 10, top 8, maybe at a push.
Well,
otherwise,
at least
looking between 9th and 13th for me this season.
Well, the one great thing about it is I'm gonna be happy to cancel my ESPN subscription. That's wonderful. But other than that, there's no positives from tonight. The first goal. But we know Harvey Barnes can play, so that's not That's not discovering anything
Have
in
you seen
particular.
a finish like that from Voldemort this season, can I ask?
What?
Have you seen a finish as good as that, striking the ball from Voldemort or Anthony Gordon this season?
Well, first of all, Anthony
Voldemort
Gordon
would
is
never
not a
got
striker.
away.
Harvey Barnes' goal.
First of all,
I said it before. Harvey
that's not
Barnes
his.
is our best
That's not
finisher
his
at the club.
style. That's not what he does. Stop saying things to diminish Voltemara, using it against him. I don't understand that. Because you go on. He doesn't run like that. You talk about Voltemara doesn't run like that.
Who is scapegoating Voldemort?
You.
I'm not.
Because every time you talk about Voltemara, every time you talk about Voltemara, you always talk about his deficiencies and what he doesn't do right. And that is the problem. That's scapegoating him.
No.
That's scapegoating him.
Your problem
you
is
mentioned
you talk
here.
about nothing else.
No. You come on here and you say that he doesn't run like Barnes. And that's the problem, right? That's the issue, because he doesn't run like Barnes. Can Barnes defend?
I'm simply
Can Barnes
saying Voldemort
assist?
would not have scored that goal.
So why would you bring that up? If you're not scapegoating.
I also, by the way, contradicted Andy when I said that I thought Voldemort's shot was a great shot.
It's mate. It was as weak as it was. My knee. Honestly, my daughter could hit the ball hard on that. Look, it's going in the right area, but it's not going at the speed that's going to trouble the goalkeeper. Come on,
which too many times it's not.
Yeah, Andy.
Come on, mate.
Andy, we got the phone. We got the phone. We got
an hour. If it was worried.
Andy, the phone line is going off, man. I gotta let you go. Take care though. Have a good one. Call us now and have your say. 0191-916-8864. Have your say right now. I would need all Newcastle United fans to explain this. But I mean, I guess we should be all right. We got eliminated.
Why, when you came on the night, was your rant totally about Voldemort?
Because that's the clear and obvious silly decision on the pitch for the whole most of the game, all time.
You think Voldemort playing where he was playing is the only reason we got beat 3-1 today? You know what it is? It's the easiest mole on the pitch to just pluck and get rid of it and then fix whatever else is going on. It's the elephant in the room that he chooses not to choose. For everybody. For everybody. It was irrelevant. Him playing center back. Are you kidding me? He didn't play center back.
He was there many times.
The major problem.
The problem is, tell me why Voldemort is rubbish again. Explain to me. Go ahead.
I didn't. I haven't said.
Oh, you're about to. You're about to. So go on. Explain to me.
No. You're saying Voldemort was playing centre half. I'm saying the main problem today was that Dan Burn wasn't playing centre half and Botman was, because Botman was the reason we were under as much pressure for as long as we were for long periods of time, because when he was getting the ball, he didn't have a clue what to do with it. He fannied on, and eventually would pass it to somebody or back to a then under pressure Ramsdale, who he could have passed the ball to in the very first instance if he wanted
I agree
to.
I agree that he made that mistake, because everybody was blaming Ramsdale for that.
So where does Voldemort come into that?
That's one particular play that you're talking about.
You're
one
saying
particular play.
Voldemort played centre back. He didn't play centre back at all.
He was there many.
Nonsense.
No, he was there many a times, but he shouldn't have even been that low. That's the problem with you. You get fixated on the minute as opposed to speaking about him playing as a midfielder.
Calm down.
Hey, Warren, go in and have your say. What do you think about the game?
Calm down. You're getting all irate.
Of course, we got Warren. I don't know if you watched the game, but I'm gonna let you and Win know Newcastle United got eliminated from the FA Cup tonight, imploding. So I'm letting you know in case you don't know why I'm upset tonight.
We didn't implode. We just weren't good enough on the night. You're making something good enough, man.
Exactly.
It's all right. You lose something and it's disappointing. But at the same time, what you've got to remember is, you know what I mean? We've been in everything. We've been batting above the average for the last 4 years. So just calm down. You know what I mean? It's we've been in it, and we've never been in it prior to the 4 years that Eddie's been in charge. So why didn't we just enjoy it? Why would he enjoy? Every bugger's a critic and saying, "Oh, we should get him. Oh, we need this. We need this." You know what I mean? He is. Did you say we should in the last 4 years than any manager has done in the last 50 years?
Right. In the
so you can't criticize him for that.
For what? Who's criticizing for doing what? And for what are you on about? Who's criticizing for doing what you're talking about in 4 years?
I'm on about debate. The debate we're having is a post-match. You know what I mean? It's like what Eddie has done, and we've just gave up. In your opinion, we've gave up the cup. We didn't give up. Man City are way above us, man. I mean, their second team's just as good as our first team. You know, we were always going to be struggling against them. We just have to be a massive effort.
We should have played the kids. We should have just played the kids. Why are we going to try? And why did we even go? Why did we even go up? Why did we even go up 1-0? Why? But why did we play better? Okay, but Man City are amazing. They're the greatest.
Chris, that's a throwaway comment.
Okay, Man City are amazing. Hold on, Warren.
You know what I mean?
Warren, Man City are amazing. Why did we play better than them in the first 25 minutes?
Did we play better than them?
We played better because we put the effort in. But then, all of a sudden, the cream comes to the top, and all they need is just a little bit of time and effort on the ball, and then the class.
So you're saying that Man City, all they need is time and effort, and they beat us. So that's how bad we are? That just the team needs to just show up, and they beat us?
Our players are not as good as some people think they are.
You can't remember
like who win?
We're playing against.
Like who?
We're playing against international players.
Like who? I want to know.
In depth.
Because I want to know, because he said something that our players are not as good as people think they are. So who? Who are not as good as people think they are?
No. Our players are really, really good.
There we go. So it looks like we have a happy clapping conundrum here.
Of Man City.
So
we behind Man City.
So we have a happy clapping conundrum. Let's come into let's fix this, right? Because one happy clapper says that our players are not as good as people think, and you think another happy clapper that players are as good as they are.
No.
So which one is it?
It's both. Warren is saying our players are good, which they are. But they're not as good as the Man City players.
That's an obvious thing, but we were still playing better.
And they're not as good as some of our fans think they are.
Our players...
Man City have had 15 years on us, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Our players...
In 15 years' time, come back and have the argument.
Right.
Because then, hopefully, we'll have the squad, we'll have the depth.
Okay.
But without... You've got to remember, we have got all the PSR shit which goes on.
Be careful. What's your language?
Man City didn't have
language
that. They could plow their money into that. They've got, you know what I mean? They had the building blocks.
Right.
We haven't.
Right.
And
so
language was
and for what we've done, for what we've done and what we've got, we've done really well under Eddie Howe. He is batted over the average over the last 4 years. End of.
And who's
batted over the average?
But I want to know one thing.
In the world would have done what Eddie has done in the last 4 years.
All of that's amazing. We can put that. We can put that in when we do a testimonial or whatever. Right now, why is he not fixing simple things that are happening on the pitch? Why? I want to ask you guys. I don't want to talk about Voltemata no more. Right? He doesn't exist. Let's just that elephant. We're gonna get him out. We gotta get him out of there. Why the substitution when we need goals? Why? Burn on the left, who I'm not going to speak ill of, but why Burn on the left, Hole on the right? What is that supposed to do in order for us to be proactive to attack and to get goals?
Open anything, because you know what I mean? The possibilities of that are just vast. You can't really say that. What you've got to look at is what we have got and what we have done. Because the fact is, what he's done with what he's had is better than I reckon anybody in the world would have done.
So that's that's an assumption. You don't know that,
right?
That's
an assumption. You can't knock them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Warren.
Newcastle fans aren't going like, you know what I mean. They want them to do well. You've even said it yourself that you want them to do well.
But what? Well, you're conflicting so many things. Of course, I want him to do well. He's the manager of my team. If he goes
you're
to manage
the one that conflicts everything.
No. What are you talking about? You talking about you want him to do well? Of course, I want him to do well. Who doesn't?
The confliction is the fact is like when says you're creating it. You're putting out an argument that cannot be won. You've got to be happy with what you've got at the time and back the man.
First of all, why? Why do I have to just back him? Because he won the Carabao Cup? That's why I have to just back him? Am I missing something here?
Everything, no, Chris. You take everything into consideration.
What you're missing is
right?
you take the whole 4 years and all of the circumstances
over the last 4 years, right?
First of all, here,
and then
you come to
the common denominator is the fact is he has done well over the 4 years that he's been here. We've been batting way above average. And if
first
you
of
want
all,
to make a comparison with all the managers they've been through. If you take it through to the early years, even though they didn't have the restrictions that we've had, then you look at that and you say, well done, Eddie, because you've done really well. Whether we want to keep him or not is it
No. Because here's the thing. You have done one thing that's.
You want to move on,
Warren,
fair, but you can't knock Eddie for what he's done.
Warren, you have done
really well.
You have done one unbelievable thing, which I will applaud you for. You have deviated the subject into making it about Eddie and Eddie Howe. I had never come in here on this show in particular to say Eddie Howe needs to be sacked. So
that's what boys don't do.
No. Hey, I have here.
No.
I as a fan,
always ends with the manager.
I as a fan and as a critic have come on here and spoke about tonight's performance, elimination of the FA Cup, imploding at St. James's Park. That's under the lights with the atmosphere and everything else. That didn't seem to work much tonight.
Out today,
right. Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. I understand that.
Their players were fresh. Their players were fresh as hell. You could tell.
Our players weren't.
We're walking. So they're walking wounded. You know what I mean? We've been in like 3 battles.
So their players were fresh, and our players weren't. But we don't rest against Karabakh winning 6-1 in the aggregate. That makes a lot of sense. Perfect. Anyway, but listen, we are here to differ anyway, Warren. So thank you very much for calling and arguing with me. I appreciate that anyway. Freedom of speech reigns on this channel.
Kid. Well said.
Thank you, Warren. Appreciate you, buddy.
You know what I mean? Love it, mate. And you know what it is? For I will argue, you know what I mean? The crux of it is, we want the team to do well. You know what I mean?
That's a non-argument. Everybody wants to do well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That we want them to do well. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Lovely.
You can fight amongst yourselves again. I don't care.
Okay, Warren. Thank you very much, man. Have a good one. Call us now and have your say, folks. 0191-916-8864. We got super chats there. Irish says if we're behind City, then we are behind Barca. So basically, we shouldn't even try the next 2 legs. So fans smile, be happy. It's nearly over. Like, well, there you go. It's just, that's what it feels like. We should be here, doing. The thing is, we can parade after beating Man United with 10 men. Are our players better than Man United's players? That's another question, right? We let's avoid that so we don't disrupt the narrative. But we can't come on here after a defeat and after elimination to say anything. Last super chat from Vendetta. Taking this game in isolation is disingenuous. Look at our season and go defend that. Go on, clappers. I dare you. Look at the money spent. How out, says Vendetta from Newcastle, by the way. He's from Livingston, Newcastle, by the way, Wayne, if you didn't know that. We got an unknown caller now calling us. What's your name? How are you, mate?
Yeah, my name's Umar.
Umar. Oh, my goodness. Umar.
It's the Tune with.
Lord have mercy, man. So what's up, man? What do you think?
Absolutely pathetic. You need to go.
But you're hey Umar, you didn't get the win. Did you not send them the memo?
You need to go.
Hey Umar, did you not get a royal mail package from Win this week?
No, I didn't get any package.
No, but you're supposed to. It's a package where it says that if you're from Newcastle, how dare you say that it's pathetic, it's not good. You know, you're supposed to be on one side of the aisle, man. You're not getting the memo. Win. Make sure that Royal Mail is getting this stuff sorted, man. You're not good with Royal Mail. Remember that. You knackered Laura's package the other day. Anyway, so go on, man. Finish your point.
Yeah, it's not good. Why is he playing Walter Made in midfield? He's not a midfielder. Why is he playing him out of his position? I don't get that.
Well,
no top class, no top class manager. No, if we had any other top class world manager, they wouldn't play a player out of position.
Yep, I agree with you. There's no, but you can win. You want to say something to him? You thought he was good.
He's not playing him out of position.
Yeah, he's a DM.
He's playing him in midfield.
Yeah, he's a DM. Well, the man is a DM. He's the next.
He's a 10, 8 or a 10, and that's where he was playing.
Well, why is he playing rubbish then?
Well, that's another question. You said that. I didn't say that.
But because I don't have a biased agenda or a narrative. I say what it is. He's playing rubbish because simply he's playing out of position. He's playing out of position. Since when have you seen him play in midfield? Since when? Midfield, by the way, if you knew something about football, you would know that a 10 is not a midfielder. But neither here nor there. He's not even playing as a 10. He's playing as a midfielder next to Tonali. So you explain to me what's going on here.
Well, you explain to me why he's doing that.
I don't know. You're the one with the solutions. You're the one with Eddie Howe. You agree with Eddie Howe?
I'm saying it's because he hasn't got the mobility.
So Eddie Howe should keep playing him there, just to see if he ever has the mobility.
He should take him off, which is what he did.
Eddie Howe should have been gone
eventually
2-3 months ago.
Go on, Umar.
Should have been gone 2-3 months back.
Yeah. Well, Umar didn't get the memo. You're not supposed to say Eddie Howe should be out, man. You're not supposed to say that, man.
I haven't said anything about what people in Newcastle think. People in Newcastle can think what they like. What I'm telling you about is the match-going public in Newcastle are not Eddie Howe yet.
Oh, the proper. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Umar.
No, you're using the proper fans. Proper. I'm not using the word proper.
I forgot. The proper fans they know they got the memo. Sorry about that, Umar. Anyway, any last thoughts, mate?
No, he needs to go. That's all I'm gonna say.
Needs to go. That's what you got to say.
Bad results. So the analysis is sack Eddie Howe.
It shouldn't be as clear cut as that, but it should be about why he's doing things that make no sense.
Before I go, I've got to say we're going to be knocked out against Barcelona, so we're going to be no cup competitions after Tuesday.
Right. And that would be absolutely shocking, wouldn't it? Getting knocked out of the Champions League by Barcelona. That would be absolutely.
Oh, there we go. You see, there we go. That's it. Already opening up the umbrella in case it rains. That's it. That's the narrative. You see what I'm saying? That's the narrative. That is the narrative. I mean, you should be working for the BBC, man, for what they done over the weekend.
That's in the Champions, anyway. In the knockout stage, last 16 of the Champions League that we've never reached before.
Yeah,
under this manager.
Yeah, that would be lovely. So the kids the lads would just enjoy a nice night out in Barcelona. Everybody loves Barcelona, nice and tropical, good stuff. So they should just go out there and have fun. Anyway, Umar, thank you very much, mate.
109 loyalty points, you can do that.
Thank you very much. No, but the players will just do that. They don't need loyalty points.
What do you predict of the boss score will be over 2 legs?
I don't know. Sometimes, well, that's when Gordon likes.
I fancy we're beating them.
Yeah, it's. Let me see. I think we're missing a super chat here for from Ronald Turnbull. Ronald Turnbull. Oh, that was a long time ago. Things go fast. Sorry about that. Chris, you sound like a salty Manu fan. Oh, yeah. Cheers. I appreciate your super chat, mate, Ronald. But come to find out, I am a Newcastle United fan, so I will be upset if I get eliminated from the FA Cup. I apologize for that. Thank you, Omar, by the way. I apologize for being upset that my team gets eliminated from the FA Cup. I am sorry. I know I'm supposed to be celebrating like the proper Toon fans that are out there, but I'm not.
Who's not?
Sorry about that.
Who's not upset about that?
Well, Ronald's taking a pee out of me for being upset, so you shouldn't argue with that. You're on my side, right?
I am upset at getting knocked out.
Okay, then. So we agree. There you go. Thank you for defending me, Win. I appreciate that. Call us now and have your say, folks. 01-91-916-8864. have your say. We're going on and on and on, baby. We still got quite a bit. It's showing this. The show has gone rather quick, I should say. And listen, we're having a good time. So thank you very much, Toon Assassin, for reminding me of that super chat. And my apologies, because sometimes some things just go on and get crazy over here. So Colton, I'll get mine after another derby defeat. Well, listen, imagine performing like this. Imagine doing this against Sunderland. Woo, it would be unbelievable. But listen, we got Toon Nut calling us now. Toon Nut, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, mate. I'm well. Yep. I'm alright as this year. I've got to say now, Eddie has to go. He has to go.
What? No, well, hold on. Time out. The world
and
is
if you believe that, you're an idiot.
There you go.
No, it doesn't.
And if you believe that, you believe
out. For superior team, though. So if you believe that, mate, no, we were terrible tonight. So yes, you can knock them for that. We were terrible, but like Wynn said, we're not playing mugs. You know, we're not playing mugs. You know, they're a good team that we're playing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a.
What were your takeaways, Rich? What you know?
But before that, let me thank a super chat. Let me thank a super chat before we run away from these. Dark Side of the Moon says defense going backwards, no midfield at times. Well, try to put in a center forward there. The midfield's going to be gone. No good strikers, because the striker's not playing. This is strikers is playing midfield. Bad subs. It's a worry from Dark Side of the Moon. Thank you very much, mate. And then we got Waza there. Great show, Toon Nut, man. Thank you very much, Waza. One of my closest friends here on the NUFC atmosphere. That's it, right? Okay, Toon Nut. Waza, Toon Nut. They're about the same anyway, and the same stuff. Toon Nut. So I mean, so you said we play bad tonight, right? That's what you said. You come in here.
We did. We played very, very good in the first. I would say half an hour. Personally, I can speak for myself. This is what I thought. I thought we played very, very good in the first 30 minutes. We played well. But unfortunately, the last 15 minutes onwards, it just slowly died a death to the point where we were absolutely terrible in the end. So I'm not going to defend tonight where we were terrible in the end. Like all the second half weren't very good at all. Yeah. But do I want Eddie out because of that? No, I don't.
Yeah, but but I want to ask you something, Richie, because I mean we're friends as well on here, and and. First of all, I never said Eddie Howe out. I have ranted and vented about this performance tonight. So therefore, why does it feel, because of my conversation with Waza and my conversation with Wynn and you now, why does it feel the people that think like you guys always bring up, basically talking about Eddie Howe in or out when that's not even the topic of conversation, or even bring 4 years ago as part of the conversation to debate. Nobody's debating Eddie Howe, saved us from relegation and got the Carabao Cup. But I'm talking about now. Why do they always feel like you got to go back in time? I don't understand that.
What happens, Chris, right, is whenever we start to lose games, that's when the Eddie out has come out. That it's just that simple. Let's face it, this season we haven't been good this season. So, and to be honest, if he did go at the end of the season, that is not now, at the end of the season, I wouldn't shed any tears over it. So
when we knackered.
I just want to back him till the end of the season, and then if he can, he can. If he doesn't, then I'm 50-50. I really am.
Yeah.
If we have a poor end of the season and finish, let's say, in 12th with no cups, no European football, I don't think he'll have to be sacked. I think he'll walk.
Do you think?
I don't know. Okay, we just.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he would walk, to be honest. But like I say, if at the end of the season he does go, I wouldn't shed no tears. So don't get it twisted at all. But I like to back the manager till the end of the season, and then let's see what happens after that. Let's see where we're finishing in the long run.
Well,
it is looking on a slippery slope, isn't it? Let's face it. We are going downhill.
Well, there we go. That's interesting. At least you recognize that, unlike some others that, we just got to beat Man City, man. Yeah, not a big deal.
No, we are definitely gone on a downhill slide. And also, there's many a time where you think, what the hell, what's his tactics? There's loads of times I kind of back him. Loads. So it's like, I definitely can see the point of people wanting them out. I really can. But am I there yet? Not really, no, I'm not. I'm not yet. So, but I'll be honest, I am getting closer myself, to be honest, I am. I'm getting there.
Listen, man, I like it because you guys, one thing about the Happy Clappers is you guys fight it. The common sense is there, reaching towards you, trying to help, pulling you up from the cliff. But you guys said no.
Disagree, Chris.
I'm just saying, because you're feeling it.
He's done well for him, man. He's done well for him.
But nobody's denying that.
The worst season we've had in a long time. So no, he's done our. You can't knock him. He's done our reach. He's done our reach. We are slipping, and there's loads of things where, like bringing players in, man. We should be bringing a lot more players in, a lot. By now, there's like management, that side of things has been shocking. But is it on Eddie's toes, or is it the club? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Let me get some super chats here. Says Happy Clappers from Chris N, which is that Canadian dollars? Happy Clappers are low IQ people. Wow, come on, man.
Anytime you want an IQ challenge, kid, I'm your man.
Yeah, that's
why is it right? There's all these assholes on, sorry about swearing, all these fools that say this, but they wouldn't say it face to face. I don't get it.
Well, that's fair enough. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't do personal attacks because I think I can. Well, at this mental win on a daily basis, I don't need to insult him for it. So you don't insult. Just say your opinion. But thank you for the super chat anyway, Chris. And Waza, Chris, you cheeky chops, Mr. Chris, behave yourself, bud. Thank you very much, Waza. And thank you and welcome Jordan Timms for becoming a member. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that very much. And you'll be able to enjoy the Geordie football show with the Geordie bias, player ratings, and everything else that we have in store. Most of radio shows will be added for members, but it's a thing that changes all the time. But regardless, thank you for becoming a member and welcome to the club,
the family.
Richie. To the family. Richie, thank you very much
Before I go, I think we'll have to make some serious signings in this next window, or it's not looking good, regardless of what managers here. Because a few decent players are linked to be gone, and we need to replace them and bring in another, God knows how many. So it's whoever's in charge next season's got a big challenge, let's just say.
It's a full rebuild.
Yep.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Anyway, I'll let you go, lads. I'll let you go. Ta-ra.
Lovely, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk soon. Right. That was Toon there, ladies and gents. Call us down and have your say. 0191 916 8864. We're going a little bit longer than we should, but we still got a lot of time within within the schedule. So call us now if you want to have your say. Thank you again to Jordan and everybody else becoming a member. That's really good stuff, and appreciate all of you, because this channel and this radio station now has been built to give Newcastle United fans a platform to have their say. From either wherever you are in the world, although some are gatekeeping around here, but we're not going to let that happen. And from Newcastle, wherever, Happy Clappers, neutral, central fans, whatever, however you want to call it, whatever your opinions are, we are here for you. So thank you very much, and I appreciate everything you guys do. Now we got Waza there. Chris, get in the pan, bad boy. Repentance is key. Man, I gotta get on jail. By the way, I never go in jail for some reason. I mean, I know you guys are sensible enough to never put me there, but I'll kindly go in there, a place that this guy knows too well. It doesn't even feel right, by the way. So somebody bail me out, please. Call us now and have your say, folks. 0191-916-8864. We still got room for a few people to call in and have their say. So please help us out. And if not, we'll go with some of the comments here that are starred.
How about instead of automatically going to the fallback Eddie in, Eddie out?
Which you guys are having that conversation, not me.
Let's analyze the game and what happened in the game, what went wrong in the game. Starting with the lineup. Now, when I saw the lineup, as I said in pre-match, I was pleased to see Asula starting, but I would have started Asula instead of Elanga. And the one thing we missed yet again today, and the one thing that prevents your man getting further forward from midfield, is that Asula did not do the running and pressing that I expected him to do, because he was started up top instead of on the wing, which is where I would have put him. But we still didn't have anybody up top to start the press, to bring the rest of the team forward.
There was, I know you're not ever going to acknowledge it because I know how you roll, but one play, for example, there was one play in particular that I remember just catching up and seeing, and then I heard Michael agree with me. Obviously, I wasn't there. But so, look at that. Voldemort is present, but nobody else is giving a damn about it. And Michael said the same thing. And I thought, wow. That's interesting. Now, you're never going to acknowledge that, but it did happen. So, do you understand that the pressing in the second half, the pressing is, it's a collective thing. It doesn't just, the center forward does it, therefore, just everybody else is just doing nothing. It's a collective thing. And by the way, it's proven that it's not really sustainable. So, you can't focus your game around that particular thing. So, you're going to have to get over it. It's not, We played amazing against Man United. Tiki-taka.
And win. Quick question. Who picks the team, like? Yeah. You bang on. Eddie picks the team. And I disagreed with his selection.
So if you...
I thought the decision to put Dan Burn on and then to play Lewis Hall right back was ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. So, yeah, Eddie gets criticism, and he deserves criticism. But criticizing him and wanting him out are two different things.
Yeah, but again, you keep on going about the same thing.
Time and time again, his in-game management is imbecilic at times, in my opinion.
Ooh. Wow.
Proves it.
But does that mean...
Did you understand what you just literally called? The way you call, what you called him right now, I don't think you can call anybody. His in-game management is pretty much on the floor, rubbish, non-existent, and that's okay with you. It's insane, man. That you would come to that realization. So, what is the solution, Win? If it's not okay,
it's got to improve.
But we're just gonna wait. Kind of like you're waiting on Wizard to get fit. Whenever it happened, whenever.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I'm just letting you know, but at least be frank with the fans. Be frank with the fans. Let them know that whenever it is, next year, the following year, whenever it is, it doesn't matter. Just wait. He's giving us the Carabao Cup, therefore, all the credit in the bank. Whenever he can.
He hasn't just given us the Carabao Cup. He's qualified for the Champions League twice. He's got us further in the Champions League than we've ever been. And he's won the Carabao Cup, got to another Carabao final. Had us in the latter rounds of all the competitions we've been in since he came virtually. So you're damn right. He's got, as far as I'm concerned, he's got credit in the bank, yeah. How long before the credit runs out? Time will tell.
Right, yeah, exactly. Time will tell. We got a lot of time in this world. That's all we know we got.
All the time. We've got all the time in the world.
I don't know about each specific individual, but time will be there. Some of those may never be there, but It is what it is. Let's go with some star comments and see what are people are saying. Daniel Taylor, small club mentality caller. We need setting our sights higher. We need setting our sights higher. Of the Grid says, win is not a big deal that we lost. Is the nature of the oh yeah, well, we read that one. The Bevis, happy clappers are going to ruin the club with the ignorance, is Bevis. Jay Welsh, Eddie got it wrong. Queenie, Eddie is sackless, more or less. Eddie, Irish says, did we get a super chat there?
Well, free Queenie's in the air rescue. Free, Chris.
Thank you very much, Queenie. I appreciate you very much. I'll give myself out. Irish, big smile. Stevie win there. You're happy with losing. There you go. Tango NUFC, happy clap away when you mack 'em. Berkeley boss, spineless mentality. I'm just gonna play it safe there. I don't know if Stephen Howe. Thank you very much, Berkeley. Same garbage again from Win. It's okay to get beaten from Man City. Hopeless tonight. But last summer's recruitment is a huge issue, as those 3 attackers are absolute rubbish. Connor, fans left 10-15 minutes before the end. A lot of empty seats at the end. Why would they leave if everything is fine? We just got beat off Man City. It's not the end of the world. So interesting. Interesting. Super chat there. Chris is full of bull. Get yourself a Cockney hat. I do got my cowboy hat. It's not Cockney at all, though. But thank you very much, man. Appreciate it for the super chat. Listen, we got to call it a day. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, I got a right to be upset. So there you go. Don't you worry, Win. You about to go celebrate, man. Don't worry, man. You keep on doing yourself. Be happy. Go out there and be happy with getting eliminated and all that stuff. Listen, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. And we'll be back this following week, by the way. NUFC Undisputed early during the day, every day, even on match days. We got to get our butts up and get to work. I know we've been really busy, me specifically, and Win with this cleaning lady doing I don't know what. But we're going to leave that out. We're not going to talk much about that. And so we'll be back with that. But tomorrow, of course, we got the final shout, which is the week review with Boki and Christina to have their say. And join us for that one. Thank you to everybody. We're adding up a lot of shows, so we do need your support. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Share it with your friends. If you're in Newcastle, let them know. Hey, the NUFC Talk Radio on DAB in Newcastle and Gateshead, online, on YouTube, etc. Please let whatever your opinion is, because we all get together and talk about NUFC. And I don't want us all to think the same. So that's why we allow all opinions, because everybody needs to be heard. So please share it with your friends. Everybody's welcome. Let them know what's going on here on NUFC Talk Radio. As for now, we got to go. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. And let me see any last thoughts there. Yeah, that's it. Well, there you go. One for you, so you can be right. Win is right. Who has done more for the club as a manager than Howe? I still think he should go, but I still think he should go, but if so, at least give him the respect of resigning instead of the sack. He needs a break. Oh, man, what is this, man? But anyway, thank you very much. Tafila.
I don't disagree with that either, by the way.
Jay Tafila. Anyways, see you later, folks. Take care. And how the lads. See you later. Bye-bye.